Check it out. Another fucking sampler, I won't even front. I'll fucking tell you all about our shit, simple and blunt. And if you take the time to listen as I run this down, maybe you might even dig our shit and understand the wicked clown. We forever underground, cause up on the surface they've always said we talentless pieces of shit and worthless. Yet, as I'm writing this now, I glance over at the wall and I don't know how, but we got 2 platinum albums and another 4 gold. And we never used MTV, we went up the back road and built a fan base that's so behind the clown that they'll tear your fucking city in half to show they down. But see, that's just it though, it ain't a fan base, it's a family drawn together like we from outer space. I mean, we call ourselves juggalos, I guess I'd explain that we relate cause we've been through the same kinds of pain. I mean, ICP don't rap about the money we get because half the juggalos so broke they stealing our shit. And they don't wanna hear about us pushing up bands when they taking fucking greyhounds just to get the gatherings. We likes it wicked, we keeps it wicked. We like cartoon serial slaughterers on a record. It's how we adjust to the pressures of life. Let our music do the killing for you. You'll be alright. And seriously, ain't you the least bit curious what's up with this underground world? We're getting furious, just like this sampler that you're bumping right now. This might be your calling to our carnival grounds. Tell me this, motherfucker, truly, how you living? Ever get the urge, maybe do a little wig splitting? Ever been the last kid picked for a team? Ever had motherfuckers come and shit on your dreams? Do you have ideas and something to say? Only ain't nobody ever got their ears pointed your way. Ever been fucked with for like this and like that and go home with crazy thoughts about cutting a neck? You might find an escape in this band the world hates, cause we been getting shit on, homie, we can relate. Ain't nobody here dating any Hollywood stars, attending VIP parties at high profile bars. But if we ain't your cup of tea, then just don't fuck with me. I respect the fuck out the fact that you stuck with me and listened on while I tried to explain ourselves.
Cause the hatchet's hustling for some record sales.
We know that ICP is fucking hated and doubted, but our new album's the bomb and I wouldn't lie about it. We call it the Wraith and it's the 6 Joker's card, and the juggalo world's been waiting long and hard, so we saving it all, we won't play you a leg. That's why they got me on here rapping about the shit. But for 10 years this album has been in our focus, everything from dog beats on through to Dark Lotus, and it's finally dropping on November 5th. Unless the fucking record label fucks up the shit. Plan is that's the day that the best we can do will be put in the stores and delivered to you. Or you can download the shit free, most probably will, but the packaging and booklet it comes with is ill. So if you're looking for the best way of copping it free, my advice is hit a record store and pluck the CD. Get you the booklet and get you the disc, and leave all the case with the cover and shit. And then buy something cheap like a Britney Spears sticker so they don't get suspicious when they see you at the register. One way or the other, I can promise you this: juggalo or not, our fucking record's the shit. And I don't give a fuck what Rolling Stone ends up giving, cause that's just some fucking other idiot's opinion. If he knows what's so dope, he should make it himself and quit fucking judging every fucking buddy else. Anyway, all we trying to say is that a bomb-ass LP is headed your way. A little something for the underdogs out there. We extending a dap to let you know that we here, and our carnival doors is always open to yours. And for everybody else, we stand up and applause for taking a little time to listen to me spit on this here free CD hatchet sampler shit. And for all the juggalos out there that been on the deal, we put together this here for you to feel. Come on.
Welcome to 20 in 17 right here on the Fago Lovers Network. Speaking of the Fago Lovers Network, I want to remind you to check out the Fago Lovers podcast with the homie Roscoe. Been holding it down with some huge interviews lately. Buckshot, Lars, Scotty D about the Juggalo March, all kinds of info on the Fago Lovers podcast. But we're here finally, Juggalos. It's chapter 12. It's the 6th. We were waiting for it forever. It seemed like if you were a Juggalo that hell, I only jumped on in 97, so I'm the Juggalos like Vinny, who'd been waiting since 94, 95. I can't even imagine how just elated they were that finally the 6 Jokers card was going to be unleashed on people. Even Violent J in his Behind the Paint book, which if you haven't copped that yet, definitely cop the book or the audio book. I got both of them. I would definitely suggest getting both of them. I got the actual hard copy book, and definitely I've heard the audiobook. It's even more fresh than the actual book itself, so don't sleep on the audiobook, as you've heard tons of clips from the audiobook on this very show talking about the history of ICP. But it's here, Juggalos, the 6th. The end will soon consume us all, and what we're going to do here is get in to the 6th Joker's card era from ICP. And how it all started was there was info going around on InsaneClownPosse.com and the hotline and things like that they were going into hiding.
After we're done with this big-time wrestling promotion, little event here to raise money for a good cause, we're going back to the underground. There'll be no appearances for ICP, no radio appearances.
Not even on Howard Stern? I hear you guys on there.
Yeah, well, we're done helping his ratings for right now.
When it's time to come back out of hiding, it'll be time to come back out of hiding.
Come back out, but I want all Juggalo websites and news lines and hotlines to know that after this show, we're going into hiding. For ICP fans that are out there checking this out, the news is this is it. After this, we're going away into hiding, into our cocoons, and we will emerge beautiful transformations.
And you can't give us any clues to when that might be.
I can't give you no clues.
No, that's the way you do it.
It happens when it happens.
Luckily, there's plenty of music for Juggalos to listen to, like the new Zug Island, which comes out in March. And the Chaos Theory, Jump Steady's record comes out. I'm just plugging things, man.
That's all right. Cool. You know, I just want to say, really, guys, seriously, I think what you're doing is great, really.
Don't tell them how nice they are now.
I'm not saying it, but it really is. It's really a nice thing, and that's why we're willing to try to help, do whatever we can to get people down there, and really,
you know what, though, seriously,
that.
If it wasn't a nice thing, we still want to do it.
You know, really.
Hey, man, you know what? We've played shows in Detroit forever, and it says something that when we finally do something to benefit, then we've done benefits in the past, but out of state. And when we do something to benefit, you guys want to help us. The news wants to help us. People want to help us.
Right.
I think that says something about this city, right?
Absolutely.
I mean,
really.
seriously,
Look at that.
man, that's really cool, you know?
And what I actually found right now is, if you remember back to those days, there was just speculation going on forever. I mean, as soon as the first group of Juggalos were hanging out together, I'm sure they were speculating what the final Joker's card was going to be. And back in the time, like, this is 98, 99, 2000 era that these actual guesses were made, judging by it's an Angel Fire webpage. But I searched Angel Fire 6 Joker's card predictions and actually pulled up a site. So I'm just going to read it verbatim and see what it says. I haven't read them at all. I just thought it was fresh that I found like a 20-year-old Angel Fire site with predictions from Juggalos back then. It says, after all 6 have risen, the end will consume us all. The famous sentence in all the Joker's cards booklets, other than the Carnival Carnage. So check this. I put up on my page, I wanted to know what you thought would happen when the 6th Joker's card dropped. Now here's some of the thoughts from some of the dope clowns that took time to email me and tell me what's up. I give you mad props. Juggalos, email me and tell me what you think. Number 1, fuck, well, the Juggalos are going to turn into clowns and go on a fat-ass killing spree from ICP clowns. Well, I'm not exactly sure, but they'll probably stop making music and go about a strange clown life, but nobody really knows except ICP for themselves. I guess we'll just have to wait and see, but until then and after then, stay down with the wicked clowns. I know I will. Number 3, I think you're right that we Juggalos will be the survivors of the Dark Carnival. Fuck the rest from Spirit Hawk. I think they're going to go back to Inner City Posse, says Fago Mania. When the last Joker card drops, ICP will reveal that the whole thing was a joke. Nothing will happen. ICP will disappear in a cave and then 10 years later throw a big-ass reunion show. They will travel every country in the world, then ICP will disappear again and disappear mysteriously. Think about it. It could happen. Up there, Ninja almost nailed it here with the whole joke thing. He was on to something. He was kind of off about disappearing for 10 years, but he was on to something with that joke back in 98 on Angel Fire. Think about it. Oh, and I heard that when all 6 Joker cards drop, Violent J must have had a bad feeling like something bad was going to happen, like one of them dying or breaking up or something. We also got, once the last Joker's card drops, it will not signal the end, but the beginning of a new era, the era of the clowns, when everyone gets tired of listening to Spice Hose and Puff Daddy. Told you this was from 98, 99. They will need something real, something new, something good. They will have no choice but to turn to the boys from Detroit. Hell, it hit me way down here in North Carolina. It's bound to catch on with all the other people out there. There can't be an end to such a great thing. It's the beginning of a dynasty, one that will live on forever. That ninja was onto something. I think that we'll go home and come back as something even better when the last card drops. The new ICP emerges. That's a little bit onto something as well. The 5th Joker's card will soon be released, so this was even predictions before the 5th Joker's card dropped. Under the 12th moon of Shangri-La. Wow, somebody nailed the 6th here in their prediction of the 5th. The amazing Jekyll brothers will bring forth the moon of Shangri-La in the next chapter in the Dark Carnival. We'll move on to number 11. I already know the fate of the juggalos and ninjas that inhabit the earthly realm. I hail to you from the netherworld of the Shadow Walkers. Heed my words, for I know the Joker's cards well. They are my brethren in the carnival, for I am the keeper of the gate, the 6th Joker, the final prophet. I walk the streets of the earthly realm, not far from the prophet's ICP. I come from Michigan, home and ending place of the Dark Carnival. The end will come here when the carnival sweeps across the land. All of clown love will be greeted by me, and all consumed with hate will be destroyed by me. Spread these words. Let all who believe in their fate with the Dark Carnival look upon these words. Garibaldi, the great gatekeeper at the Dark Carnival. Kind of sounded like Mars a little bit. Moving on to another one here. I think that nothing is going to happen when the last Joker cards comes out. I see people just make the last one and everything will be cool. If they do kill themselves and other juggalos, my ass won't be there, from Hoax Mill, as we'll keep it moving here. Number 14, as I'm skipping some of them, they're just kind of crazy. When the 6th Joker's card arrives, the coming of Shangri-La will come. Whoa, they were on it. This ninja right here was on it. However, Too Dope and Violent J might just commit suicide. Well, they kind of fell off there but they were dead on it with the Shangri-La prediction back in 98 for the 6 Joker's card. So there was a lot of juggalos. That one was Clown Love right there. So there was a lot of juggalos that were pretty much on point. A couple of juggalos nailed the name of the 6 Joker's card way back on that Angel Fire page from 1998. But yeah, I thought that was pretty fresh that I was able to find some Angel Fire 1998, 1999 juggalo predictions, because I remember those from back in the day growing up. So like I said, people really had no clue what was going to happen. There was literally juggalos who thought that Jay and Shags were going to kill themselves. Like I said, I wasn't just making it up. I just read it verbatim right off a web page from 1998 from Juggalos. But we'll keep it moving now from the opinions of the Juggalos and keep it moving onto the seminar from 2002 whenever you got the opinion of Violent J.
In 1991, we released our first album. It was called Carnival of Carnage. On its release day, it sold 17 copies.
17?
Now, there's more than 17 motherfuckers in here. Now, my point is that just like new juggalos that come along, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, they don't know about the world we have. They don't know about the underground we have. You have to be able to accept them in the same way that you were accepted in at some point. As long as they're real, you know what I'm saying? As long as they're real and they understand what we're about. You know, they can still join in. You know, but the carnival, I'll get to that later. But anyway, I don't exactly know about how to go about this, you know what I'm saying? But it was me, Shaggy, and Alex in Alex's mom's basement. And we bought a roll of duct tape this fucking big. It had to be for a piece of machinery or something, you know, like a fucking factory. And we said, by the time we're done going through this fucking roll of tape, we'll have to have a record deal, because we'll have shipped so many of these motherfuckers that, you know, we'll have to be fucking able to get a record deal. Well, that roll of duct tape went through like it wasn't shit. Went through like it wasn't shit. And when we first started out on Carnival of Carnage, I don't even think you'll hear the word juggalo on it. We didn't know what was ahead. We didn't know ourselves. We're not no fucking prophets or superheroes. We're Joe and Joey. Y'all know that. But we said, just like when you fall in love with a bitch, you know, It's like when you're really in love with a bitch, you know, and you stub your toe or something, it only hurts half as bad, you know what I mean? Because you're like, yeah, that's alright though, you know, guys. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really sucks that bad when you're really in love, right? Well, when this came out, it's like we had a reason to live all of a sudden, you know? We fell in love. We fell in love with the Dark Carnival and what it was telling us. In 1993, we released the second Joker's card. It was called the Ringmaster. Now when the Ringmaster came out, that's when shit started coming a little bit clearer. You know what I'm saying? Things started to make a little bit more sense. I started to think like, I remember I used to walk up to the P.O. box every night to see if there was any fan mail. And there was never no fan mail, you know, and I'd walk back. And then I walk up there again, you know, and I looked in the P.O. box and there was a piece of fucking something in there. So I'm like, fuck! Give me a quarter, I gotta call Alex. You know, I call Alex and Joey, they come fucking running up there. And it's a bill for the P.O. box people. You guys are trying to make me break down and cry like a newborn woman. When I was a kid, they said, if you step on a cracked tile in the hallway at school, you have to kiss one of the Bruce brothers. So all the girls would walk down and dodge the cracked tiles. You know what I'm saying? And now I got motherfuckers chanting my name. In 1995, we released the third Joker's card. The Riddle Box. Now, we got a big record deal, though. Here's what happened. Jive Records, you know, they got Britney Spears, NSYNC, Off-Sync, fucking Christina, fucking Anderson, whatever, all kind of fucking TRL and all their homies. They signed us. They said, wow, your last album sold 60,000 copies in Metro Detroit. And they were like, that's incredible. And they were like, so we'll give you an advance of $60,000 on your new album. And we're like, I don't even got to tell y'all about how ecstatic we were at $60,000. Now, I still am ecstatic about $60,000. I'm a broke motherfucker. But that's a whole nother seminar. But what I'm saying is, I'm coming from a place where I used to, me and my brother Rob, jump steady. We would take a can out of our fucking cupboard and we would draw a little symbol on it like a ninja or something. And we'd put it in a hunger barrel at school. And it would come right back to our cupboards again. You see what I'm saying? Like I had to prove, I'm like, these people bring this shit over every Thursday. Mom's never home. You know, we're in a fucking hunger barrel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's drop that bitch at school. You know what I mean? And then it comes back to my fucking house. And you know who delivers the fucking food? This girl that my brother had this huge crush on. And my brother answers the door as she's, you know what I'm saying? And this is only the luck of a fucking juggalo. Now, Listen. Now, listen. Some of you might have been born millionaires, but I have no question each and every one of you have something exactly like that. Some kind of situation, and I bet you everybody in here has been fucked over so many fucking times. Wait a minute. I'm not talking about like Limp Bizkit and Korn cry about. I'm talking about really fucked over. Like, to the point where you don't want to just say, I want to break stuff. But you say, I want to cut your fucking throat out. Stab the fucking shit out of you. Are you feeling me? All this started coming into focus, you know. But Riddlebox sold. It sold 60,000 again to the same Metro Detroit fan base, you know. And we're like, we took the $60,000, we bought 3 vans, and we painted them up like Riddlebox, and we drove out to like fucking Indianapolis, great clown town, but at the time wasn't even in the stores, you know. We're like, wait a minute, man. Jive signed us and just gave us $1 a copy and put it right back out again in Detroit, and only they made all the fucking money off it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody even had the record. It wasn't even in stores at the time, anywhere else. And so we got on the phone with Jive and we said, you know, kiss me. And he said, what? And I said, kiss me. I like to be kissed when I'm getting fucked. Spank my ass or something. Anyway, we put a blindfold on Alex. You guys, this is Rich Morrell. This is Legs Diamond. He sang back up on everything from Riddlebox up. He left a great band in Detroit to come be with us and work at Psychopathic Records. He's always stayed behind the scenes. A lot of the magic you hear is right there. Out came the great Malenko. The great Malenko was pulled out of record stores the day it came out. Fuck that. Because Disney found out and spanked up the little label, said, you can't put that shit out. Meanwhile, they paid us for the motherfucking album. Right? So we already got paid for it, so we're like, psychopathic in the house, psychopathic in the house, psychopathic in the house. So we're like, we don't need them, you know what I'm saying? But all these labels start bidding. Malenko came out, and with all the exposure, and we went on a big tour, and this thing came. Okay, when Malenko first came out, the first week of its release, again, the second release, it sold 17,000 copies, right? And that was the same thing it sold when it got pulled out of record stores. 17. So Island was like, what happened to the big publicity splash? We thought everybody'd buy it like they did Cop Killer. Remember that? With Ice-T's band. And they're like, nobody fucking bought it. You know, what the fuck? And we're like, I don't know. Y'all gave us $1 million. You think I give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? We know the juggalos are out there. They got it. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't know about your fan rush. I don't know about your rush of million fucking fans that all of a sudden want to be down. We got the juggalos, you know? 100,000. I'm cool as fuck with that. But they ran this documentary on MTV. They bought the time in an auction. And they ran Shockumentary on MTV. This is in 1997. And there happened to be a lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters like y'all watching and feeling that shit. And the great Malenko went platinum. In 1999, with this new label, we released the 5th Joker's card, the Amazing Jekyll Brothers. I'm not going to sit up here and explain what every Joker's card is and what it means, because you guys already know that. And by me sitting up here at the Juggalo gathering and trying to do that would be like insulting y'all. And if there's somebody in the room that don't know what it means, you're in the wrong fucking place. What up, Juggalos? Carry on. So, you know, Twisted, their story speaks for itself. You know, they do their own tours. They're putting out their own artists. We are spreading. We started a label. It's working. It's music. They can't be defined. I don't want to fucking try to name it. You know what I'm saying? It's just. Juggalo! It's Juggalo shit all day, you know? It's like... And sometimes if we fuck up, you know what I'm saying? We fuck up, you know, because we're still learning. It's not over yet, y'all. You know? But it's time for the 6 Joker's card. There's one 6 Joker's card, and there's 2 versions. Hold up. The 6 Joker's card is called the Wraith. And the Wraith is death, a.k.a. the Grim Reaper, a.k.a. whatever the fuck, death. There are, the 6 Joker's card is the Wraith. There are 2 versions. The Wraith has come, and when you die, God hope never, the Wraith is going to take your hand, and he's going to take you somewhere. And it's either going to be Shangri-La or it's going to be Hell's Pit. What the 6 Joker's card is the race exhibit of both. On November 5th, 1st, the race exhibit of Shangri-La will be released. Exactly 1 year later, the race exhibit of Hell's Pit will be released.
Wicked Clown!
ICP!
Now, there's a difference between the two records. On the race exhibit of Hell's Pit, the word juggalo is never mentioned once. Because I don't want to see one fucking juggalo in Hell's Pit. And this is the darkest, most evilest, hideous, wickedest album ever made. And over here in Shangri-La, this is for the few. This is for the many. This is for the few.
And there you hear the 6th Joker cards being debuted for the first time ever by Insane Clown Posse at their seminar in 2002. The wait was over. The Juggalos in attendance had finally seen what the wraith looked like, what the 6th Joker's card, the vision of it looked like as they debuted them. They had big giant poster boards that whenever he would announce them, Jamie Madrox and Monoxide would debut whatever card he was talking about as he flipped through Carnival, Ringmaster, Riddlebox, Great Malenko, Jekyll Brothers, and then finally to the Wraith. Cool thing I noticed at the end of it, they threw those signs out to the Juggalos in the crowd. So some Juggalo is walking around with the original 6th Joker's card debut from the 2002 seminar. Well, I guess 2 of them are, because one of them has Hell Pit and one of them has Shangri-La. Whenever I heard about the concept of it, it seemed perfect to me. Whenever they broke it down what it was going to be, it was the end. And whenever it's the end, it's death. And whenever you face death, you face the Grim Reaper. And whenever you look at it in the way the Dark Carnival looks at it, you're either going to heaven or you're going to hell based on the type of karma you have and the type of life that you live and the heart that you have and things like that. But that was just an awesome concept for the 6th Joker's card to me. I had no beef with it whatsoever. But once they had debuted the 6th Joker's card image, it was time to start promoting that bad boy. Here's the 6th Joker's card commercial.
Rudy's got my pissed off. He's got the
Throwing glitter.
Come get these juggalos. What the is going on here? Why are you guys still rolling film?
And there you hear the 6th Joker's card commercial for Shangri-La, as it was basically Violent J and Shaggy dressed as angels being hung up from harnesses, and the whole photo shoot was being effed up by the photographer, whoever it was trying to take the pictures, and it just began them cussing and berating the photographer or whoever it was doing the photo shoot, and then they started playing clips from all the previous 5 Joker's cards and things like that just to get you hyped for it. And then all of a sudden on November 5th, the moment that all Juggalos have been waiting for, the 6th dropped. You got that bad boy, picked it up, and obviously the first thing that sticks out to you once you listen to it all the way through, you get to track 17, Thy Unveiling, and you hear the message of the Dark Carnival. I know a lot of people were turned off by it. They're like, are they preachers now? Are they a religious group? Are they a Christian group? And those are just people, they overreact like they always do. ICP had always mentioned heaven and hell and things like that and being a good person and getting into heaven or Shangri-La. They mentioned Shangri-La more and more and more as they got up to it. Like I said, even the Juggalos that were on the 1998 Angel Fire prediction page had picked up on it enough to where 2 of them mentioned the word Shangri-La in their predictions, which was pretty damn cool to me. But I totally got the message of the 17th track on that album. The older you get, definitely the more you appreciate it. Like I've heard Violent J say like that. If you're 23 and listening to it, you might have a totally different outlook on it than if you're 33 and have a kid and a wife now. But yeah, I thought the 6 Jokers card, I was not disappointed at all. The only thing that I was disappointed in is Mikey Clark's production wasn't a part of the 6 Jokers card. I've said it numerous times on this program. I think Mikey Clark is the 3rd official member of Insane Clown Posse. I've even seen some of the album artwork and credit. Whenever you look at it, it says Insane Clown Posse is Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope, and Mikey Clark. And I wholeheartedly believe that if you want ICP at level 11, it's got to be Violent J, Shaggy 2 Dope over the beats of Mikey Clark, because nobody gets the Dark Carnival sound like Mikey Clark does. He just makes magic happen whenever he makes sound for Insane Clown Posse. But what we'll do now, it's out on the street. They did an awesome haunted house in-store tour that they actually took part of to promote the album. We'll listen to some of that now.
Oh shit! Well, we're the only people with lights. That's why. I know we got a light. Juggalo for it. Yeah, look at the wall. That thing's creaky. Oh Jesus! Oh God, here's what they were talking about.
I need you to turn that off.
All right.
Can you turn it
She
off?
says I gotta turn it off. Whoa! Fuck yeah! Heard me earlier, right?
Insane, dog. Don't be fucking with my home. Don't be fucking with my home. You fucking up with up in this bitch. Outside, inside, everything. I'm your fault. Oh, you're paid.
Hey, so Jay.
Want to see me sign my autograph?
Hell yeah, man. I can't feel my fingers.
I can't feel my warm where this is.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, I love the end of the 6, man. That shit was nice.
Thank you. I'm determined. Fuck anybody's mama's, uncle's, neighbor's, brother's, cousins. And their sister, dog.
That was the best shit you guys have ever said, man. Me and my brother got teary-eyed when we heard that shit.
That's that ultimate 6 Jokers Kizzle Dizzy. You're saying, dog. You're saying. Stop playing.
That was good, man.
Insane, dog. Cool, man. You crazy. I'll be
All right, Jay, man.
love, man.
Yep. Thanks a lot, Jay, man. You saw these times?
And there you hear some of the Insane Clown Posse's haunted house in-store tour. Another fresh idea from Psychopathic, as they had this haunted house that you would go through, and at the end you just had Insane Clown Posse chilling there waiting to talk to you about the 6 Jokers cards, sign your shit, whatever. Isham was at some of the stops as well, as he was running with the hatchet at that time, I do believe, or would be shortly. But yeah, they once again kicked off another in-store tour to promote the 6 Jokers card worldwide, and they actually did an interview from one of those haunted house in-stores.
I'm here with ICP, you're watching the Cajones. We're here at the haunted house, the Dream Reapers haunted house. Today is November 5th. Go out and get the 6th Joker's card, the Wraith Shangri-La. Guys, what's up?
Well, the biggest album of our entire career just came out today. It's a whole lot of things up, man. But right now is the best time of our entire lives, brother. Our entire motherfucking lives. Yup.
I have one question. Is the world going to end tomorrow?
The world ended today. The world, as juggalos, as people that listen to what we say and appreciate our music and follow us and come behind us and listen to what all the craziness we talk about, it ended. That world ended, and it's a brand new world right now. It's a new era. We're not pissed off no more. We're not pissed off. We're not angry. We're not upset that MTV don't play us or that radio stations all over the place don't play us. We're not pissed off. We got a fan base that stretches from here to Bajwanadan.
And there you hear Insane Clown Posse talking about the 6th Joker's card dropping. Imagine the weight off their shoulders. They could possibly have no idea whenever they started out the 6 Joker card trilogy that by the time it got to the 6th, it was going to be a worldwide phenomenon. I mean, you're talking about guys who are white rappers in the underground of Detroit who paint their faces like clowns and throw soda on the audience. Do you really think that they thought that it was going to be a worldwide phenomenon with millions of people caring what the 6th Joker's card was going to be? And as more and more people started to care, that weight had to just be burdening down on their shoulders about what they were going to do and what they were going to pull off on the 6th Joker's card. And I've actually heard Jay say it. There was so much pressure on them that the ideal and image and the mythology of the 6th Joker's card wasn't coming to them as quickly as it always did. If you look at how albums had traditionally came out as far as Joker cards, it was usually a year off in between them while they were touring, basically, and then you'd get a new Joker's card every other year. But with the 6th Joker's card, you see it went all the way from 99 of Amazing Jackal Brothers into almost 2003, as it was November 5th, 2002, whenever the 6th Joker's card Shangri-La was released. So yeah, they definitely had been thinking about this album for a long time. It had been weighing on them for a long time. And like you heard Jay say, they just didn't care at that point anymore. The 6 Joker cards were out. The part of the deal that they had said they were going to do, they had provided. Anything else after that was just pure icing on the cake. And some pretty good icing on the cake is a trip to Howard Stern to promote the 6 Joker's cards.
I'm busting you.
Who's listening to us right now, man? Them are
Everyone.
real people out there, man. These
Real people would have been in the party with
real
Ken Anderson.
people. Well, I was doing everything I thought was my best possible route to hitting that ass.
What up? I'm Violent J. It don't matter who I am, because it's raining diamonds right now, but I'm still Shaggy Too Dope. We're the Insane Clown Posse. Infamous. The one and only, man. The one and only.
What are you guys doing here today?
Get paid.
Insane Clown Posse stopping by. These guys are so popular, there's at least 50 fans downstairs.
You're kidding!
Just fighting to get near them.
I'm shocked.
They are the biggest stars.
Show me these 50 fans.
I swear to God, they're down there right now. We got a camera on them. We'll show them on TV.
Right.
I like it. Casey hands me a list of who they are, and he's got it completely wrong. He goes, Shaggy Too Dope is the guy with the blonde hair, the big guy, and the skinny little guy is Violent J.
Oh,
he's got it completely
bad.
wrong. There you go.
Hey there.
What's the matter with you?
How you doing, brother?
He's so funny. Violent J's the guy with the blonde hair. Casey.
You act as if Howard doesn't know?
That's Violent J right there. No, he's not Violent J. That's Shaggy Too Dope.
I'm the friendly one. Friendly Too Dope.
But he screws me up. Like, he always is supposed to give me the names of whoever's sitting down. Because, sometimes I forget and stuff, but it just so happens I know you guys.
Right.
But you screw me. Why wouldn't you check into it?
Yeah, no, I thought I knew these guys. I thought I knew who it was.
Shaggy Too Dope is right there.
Never trust your own brain.
No, Violent J is right there.
Chilling. Just chilling. Horde. Chilling horde. Chilling horde.
What's the matter? Seriously, man.
Wait, though.
Dude, this is like the 5th screw-up this week.
No, it's not. That's the first one.
I don't care if you lost weight. You should still know the guy's name.
Yeah, but he looks different.
All right, get out. Get out, really. It's not funny. I'm serious. It's not funny.
Got that shine now. People don't even recognize me because I'm shining.
You lost a lot of weight.
You lost a lot of weight. That's right.
Man, quit taking all them panic attack mental medicines, man.
Uh-oh.
Is that right? Were you on you see, let me tell you something. There's another guy who works at the station who went off his mental medicine.
And got real mental.
And he went mental. A lot of guys who are mental.
But see, I found another medication.
What is you really? What is it?
It's the Mother Earth. It's the
cannabis
nectar cannabis.
Oh,
dude.
He's doing it himself
Listen
now.
to me.
This now he's doing the message. The time has come.
Shaggy Too Dope, you work with Violent J. Do you see a difference in him from going off his mental medication? Are you nervous?
Big time. His new mental medication helps him out a lot more, man.
It's pot.
Yeah. I'm just going to call it mental medication.
A lot of people who have mental problems, and Violent J, you have them.
Yes.
And they put you on that medication for a reason. A lot of people, all of them, as a matter of fact, always think if they go off their medication, they'll be fine, and they never are.
Listen, man, don't be worried about me. It's raining diamonds all over us. This is the best time of our life, you guys. We got the greatest story in rock and roll history completing today with the release of our new album.
This is a big day for you, boys.
It's not just a record, though. You got to understand. I'm telling you, it's not just a record. We're trying to, go buy it.
What are you saying?
I'm saying for real.
This is the best thing you guys
No, it's not just a bomb record. It's even more than that.
What is it?
For 10 years, when we first came out in 92, we said there's going to be 6 Joker cards, also known as albums, and until the end of the world, until the end of everything, in the 6th and final came out today. We've been telling a story for 10
So what are you saying? Is this the end? Is this the last album you'll put out?
Man, listen.
Speculation.
It's all
You're the only one speculating.
But,
what do you mean?
It's like we've been telling a story for 10 years, and the story ends with this album, and it's the greatest ending of all time. Like, other artists have told a story on an album, like Journey did a concept
like
album.
The Who did the rock album, the rock opera.
But we spent the last 10 years telling this, and we didn't have a choice to do anything else. We always knew what our next album was going to be, or the album after that. We couldn't even be creative. I mean, we're not complaining about it because we loved it so much. We were just right on track.
Who are the people that, bring in a few of the people that were down here who are huge fans of ICP. There's a guy. What is your name, sir?
Hello. Dean's.
Dean, and you're an ICP fan?
Yes, Mr. Stern.
Yeah, you don't want to...
No, he's a juggalo.
P-Town Juggalos. P-Town Juggalos.
All right, and what about the guy in the middle there?
Dustin.
Dustin, how old are you?
I'm 17.
17, and you're a huge ICP fan?
Oh, yeah.
Do our records make you want to murder somebody and choke your girlfriend and throw up a bridge?
All the time it makes you want to murder.
Let me tell you something. If you feel something about our music that makes you want to do something, nothing to it but to do it.
Really?
If I can.
Really?
If you're that sick anyway, if you're that, come on, man, you can't distinguish. You think we really run around and axe murder people?
And what is your name, sir?
I'm Chris.
And Chris, you're a huge fan too? Anything you want to say to the boys?
Music just touches me.
It touches you. Well, there you go. Well, you have your fans. And Cabby, what do you want to say?
Well, I actually, I work in the industry, Howard, and I'm not the biggest IPC fan, but rumor has it that their record's going to debut at #1.
Really?
It's going to be one of the biggest records shipped this year, and that's no lie.
And there you hear ICP on the Howard Stern Show promoting the one, the only, the 6th Joker's card, Shangri-La, as the 6th Joker card is hit. Juggalos was picking up the album all over the nation, letting the sweet sounds bump from the 6th Joker's card, and finally we had our answer what the 6th Joker's card was gonna sound like, what the 6th Joker's card was all about, what the ideals was, what it looked like, what the mythology was, and we heard the epic message on track 17, Die Unveiling, and they weren't sorry if they tricked you, and that was the way that they went out on the 6th Joker's card, just to let you know that they were indeed not sorry if they had tricked you by getting you into the Juggalo world. And they weren't talking shit. A lot of people think they were talking shit there. They were just saying, if we tricked you with our wickedness into being a better person, we're not sorry, because that was the plan. But that's going to wrap up chapter 12 of 20 in 17, the 6th Joker's card.
At any time, at any given moment, on any day. And when it does, you personally will meet the wraith. Face to face. Join us for the race exhibit of Shangri-La. November 5th. It's the arrival of the mighty 6th Joker's card. Is it the end of the world? Yes, it is the end of the world. And it's also the beginning of a brand new, solid, juggalo world for us all to enjoy.
We'll never die alone.
Juggalos will carry on.
Swing our hatchets if we must.
Each and every one of us.
We'll never die alone.
Juggalos will carry on.
Swing our hatchets if we must.
Each and every one of us.